Good morning. Welcome back to Kim's Sewing Journal Journey. This morning, before I go to work, I'm working on my jacket, my transition jacket. I'm doing this version, and this is Simplicity 9239. I'm gonna do B version, doing this version, but I'm gonna leave off the. They have like patches on the sleeve. I'm gonna leave those off. And this is my This is my material. I know it's colorful, but I want color in my life. I'm stepping outside the box. So I've already prepped it and pressed it, washed it and pressed it. So that's that. And now what I have to do, I've taken my measurements. And what I'm doing is I took my measurements. I try to take my measurements at least once a month because your measurements, you do change. You go up, you go down weight-wise. So I'm putting to use my sewing planner from Sherry Williams. Right here. So what I did was, see if y'all can see this. This is a great plan. I love it. I got to put it to good use. So I'm in September. So I went down here and put in my measurements. Y'all can't see my measurements. I just wrote them down here. And this is my measurements for the month of September. So each month when I start, I'm going to take my measurements. Okay? And I put down what I'm doing and everything. So that way, I'm going to keep it. That makes me accountable for what I do. What I'm doing. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to do a full upper arm adjustment. This pattern, and I bought what they call Pattern Maker, Pattern Ease. And I'm going to just, I'm not even going to cut it. I'm just going to lay it down on my, I'm going to lay it down on my table. Let me show you. I'm laying it down on the table. And I am going to tape it down and then cut after I do my, I need to press that on. After I do my alteration, then I'll cut it away because I don't want to, I want to make sure that I have enough. And some people might say don't do that, but this makes sense to me. Okay? Okay, that's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to, let me take this up, take this one up. I should have put this underneath here before I did this because I'm tracing, I'm not going to cut my pattern. I'm going to put my pattern up under here. And I'm going to tape this one down too. Just a couple pieces just so it won't move on me while it's up under there. I'm not cutting nothing off of it. Because the only thing I want to do is trace it. And then I'll do my adjustment. See that? That's why I didn't cut nothing. And I know I may be doing it the hard way, but this is the way that makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. Instead of putting this tape, the tape that I got, it's removable, so it's not going to mess up anything. There we go. It is hot in here. And I don't want to cut the air conditioner on because it makes noise. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trace this pattern. I just got a Sharpie Now I'm just going to trace over the line that I want to cut, the size I'm cutting. That's all I'm doing. Okay. I need my curve ruler. That's what I need. I should have had all my rulers over there before I started, but I forgot. I got my yardstick. This ruler right here, look at that. Like I said, it has all the inches broken down for you. So it takes all your guesswork out of what's 3/4 inch, what's 7/8 inch. It's got it all broken down. Love it. I got it from Amazon, and it's metal. So I'm going to go here, go there. Got a slight angle on the sleeve. Okay. Come over here and do the same thing to get my pattern. I'm putting in my and I'm going to mark my straight of grain line. It's crooked here, but once I take this off, and I can line it up. Okay. Oh, I got to put in my 5/8 inch seam allowance. And this is where this ruler comes in. Let me show you. I'm going to mark my 5/8 inch seam allowance. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can do that here. And I just need the 5/8 inch seam allowance marked here at the top. Because that's where I'll be doing my alterations. So I want to make sure that I don't go through it. And this pattern is, let me do 5/8 and seam allowance on this side too. Do that right quick. Because I don't want my alteration, I don't want it to include my I don't want it to include my seam allowance. Okay, that's the center of my sleeve. I think I might have to do that over a little bit, but anyway, right now that'll be all right. So from seam line to from stitching line, seam allowance, it's 21. So this sleeve is 21 inches. So my upper arm is, I'll take it back. The widest part of this is from here to here. It's 22 and a half. So my upper arm is okay. So what I do, you take your upper arm. So this is going to be, I should have enough because my upper arm is not 21 inches. So, but if I needed to add, let me see if y'all can see this. If I needed to add, if say for instance, if my arm was 24, so you subtract 24 minus 21 gives you 3, then you add 1. So I would have, if my arm was 4 inches, 24, and the sleeve was only 21, I would subtract 24 from 21, that would give me 3, plus 1. So that would have to do a total of 4 inches on the sleeve. But I don't have to add on this one. I don't have to add. But you know what? Because it's going to come out snug. So I'm going to probably add an inch. I'll go ahead and do an upper arm adjustment and add an inch because I want my sleeve a little bit looser. I don't like tight sleeves, so I want it a little bit looser. So I'm going to add an inch. And that way I can wear bulky sweaters underneath it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to do a full bust adjustment. So I got my center of my sleeve marked. Y'all can't see that very well, I don't think.